Hello there, this is DBT and this is Art of Runes. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt Legends Unite. And today, I'm gonna be driving the car that you see on the screen right now, the Aston Martin DBS GT Zagato in multiplayer because, well, there's a free try, so might as well take the opportunity. This is a car that I've driven very little, and I'm very curious to see how is it gonna perform over there. But before I jump into it, if you enjoy my content, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, because doing those things help the channel to continue growing, to be discovered, and in that way, I can continue making this content for you. So go ahead, like and subscribe. Now, like I just mentioned, the car right now is a free try, and did I even mention that? I think I did. It's on MP2. Now, God, here we go with my classic bother with this thing. You need to filter well, you can look for it manually, but the easier way is just to filter. And I say easier, but you still have to go to the brand, apply the filter, and only then you can look for the car. And every single race I'm gonna have to do this. I'm not gonna show you every time that I'm gonna filter, but it's just really annoying that the filter is not saved between the races. Gameloft, please make it save. Anyway, here's the car. This is a Class A car, rank of 4109. Isn't this like around the same rank of the Huracan Evo Spider? Anyway, having a look at the stats, we have that when it comes to top speed, it's, I would say, an average speed for Class A. I suppose you could consider it even slightly slow, but it's not really a problem. I think this is just fine. Acceleration is also fine, nothing amazing at 80. Where this car starts shining is the handling and the nitro, because handling at 75, it's high, and nitro at 78, it's pretty high. Now, one thing that I did want to mention about this car is that I actually do like quite a bit the look of it, at least when it comes to the wheels. Look at those things. Kind of a green, goldish tone. I don't know. I think it looks pretty dope. I've never been a big fan of Aston Martin as a whole, but I think this does look pretty dope, so just thought of mentioning it. So, let's get into some races and see what we can do with this car. Ooh, our first race is in Osaka. Very nice. Now, like I said, I haven't played with this car a ton, at least not in the past. Thanks to this multiplayer series, I have actually had a chance to drive it a little bit more. And man, do I find this car to be actually pretty comfortable. And I guess it shouldn't be a surprise, right? Normally, cars that tend to have very long nitro end up becoming comfortable cars, because even if you lose the speed for any particular reason, thanks to the long nitro duration, you are able to get back to speed and whatnot. Comparing that obviously against a car that is any car that has low nitro becomes harder to recover from once you are hit or you hit a wall too hard somewhere and you lose a lot of speed. So that's why these cars end up being very comfortable. Along with the idea, obviously, with the good handling, good drift, and all of that. Even if this car isn't necessarily the best accelerator by any means, and like I said, the speed is nothing but just normal, I still think it's a very comfy car. Now, obviously, it's not as crazy as something like a Vanda, I suppose, with insane acceleration and insane nitro and insane handling, though slower. So this is a more balanced version of an agile and good nitro car. That's basically how I would look at it. Again, not necessarily the most agile thing out there, but man, does it feel fun to drive in. That's a first place. Beautiful stuff. And what was I racing? Ooh, look at that Apollo IE. Man, I should make a video. No, excuse me, not IE. Apollo Evo. But yeah, there it is. My DBS Zagato, another Zagato, the Evo, Zagato, Evo, Egoista, Zagato, and Zagato. Yeah, a lot of people using the Zagato, obviously, because it's a free try, so might as well use it. Okay, listen, I don't want to play the victim over here, but my team has Class B cars. The enemy team has two Class S cars. Oh, and my team also has a Class C car, so imagine that. But anyway, it's fine. Like I said a bunch of times, honestly, this multiplayer mode with the team really doesn't mean anything to me. I think a lot of you guys agree that it doesn't have a whole lot of anything to make you feel like it matters what is the result of your team. At the end of the day, what matters mostly is your own result in terms of your credits and all of that. So, hey, it's fine. But I just thought it was kind of funny how the game was like, nope, one team is going to have a couple of Class S, the other team is going to have not Class S and even a Class C. Enjoy, but it is what it is. It's fine. But yeah, as I was saying, I've been finding this car pretty comfortable to drive. Wasn't this actually a Draft Syndicate car? I believe it was. I don't remember how many Syndicates ago. Probably like a couple of them. Wait, was this from the first Syndicate in Asphalt Legends Unite? It may have been, right? I mean, I can tell for sure. I don't remember, but that seems to me to be the case. Either way, I mean, in Draft Syndicate, I don't ever get even close to getting the Class A cars, because at that point you need to have a crazy garage to be able to complete the Draft Syndicate properly and whatnot. But still, I think it's a pretty cool car. If maybe not, well, not maybe, if not a king, but still a very good performing car. Yeah, look at that. Chiron Actually, I ended up beating the Speedtail, so that's kind of nice. And the Panamera was in last place. So, all right, man, look at us, defying expectations or something. And come to think about this car, it actually reminds me a lot of the other car that is also free try for Aston Martin here in this particular season that is about to end. And that is the Aston Martin DBS Superleggera. I recently talked about that car on how I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on it, not realizing just how good of a Class B car is. But yeah, this is like the improved version because that other one in Class B is considerably fast. Obviously not amongst the fastest, but still way above average for Class B and really good nitro. Maybe not the best acceleration, but good handling. So that's why I said this feels like that, but better. Like that, but for Class K. So that's kind of neat. Yeah, I've definitely been enjoying driving this car. And if you didn't notice, I changed the color of the car just because I like changing it for the sake of showing some variety. Oh, I shouldn't do this. I'm always very nervous of doing that particular ramp because I tend to forget that it exists, and by the time I'm committing to doing it, it could be very late into the jump and I end up ringing out. You know, it probably has happened to you a bunch of times as well. So I am always nervous to take that ramp, but hey, it worked out, and this is gonna be another. Look at this car go. Look at this thing go. Well, now what was I racing against? Are we gonna see the leaderboard at some point? Okay, no? There we go. Easy. Dendrobium, Panamera, Lycan. Whoa, the Panamera beat a Lycan. Whoa, that's kind of crazy. Victor, Superleggera, there it is. Countach, and a Huracan Evo Spider. Of course, it was gonna have one of those. Now, I'm really trying to remember in which Draft Syndicate this car was fun. Is it even a Draft Syndicate? I feel like it is, but I can't remember. There was the Sabre not long ago. That was a Class A Syndicate car that I really wanted to get, but well, once again, Draft Syndicate is not my thing. So, yeah. So I can only hope that that car, the McLaren Sabre, or Sabre, however you want to say it, does come back at some point in Unleashed. And speaking of Unleashed, finally, tomorrow is gonna be the Unleashed for the SC63. Man, I know that I've mentioned this a million times, but I might as well mention it now. Tomorrow, I'm gonna make a video on that thing. Because with the Unleashed, unless something else happens, I mean, we'll see. But it's very likely that tomorrow's video is gonna be about it. Because, man, that is the one single Lambo that I'm missing here on my Nintendo Switch account. Because, once again, we never got the Grand Prix for that car here on the Switch. So, this is going to be finally my opportunity to get it. And I'm going to spend a bunch of tokens in it. Will I commit to 5-starring it? Probably. So, you can expect me spending, I don't know. I don't even know. But I'm probably going to end up spending like 40,000 tokens or something dumb like that just for the car. But I can help it. It's a Lambo. And besides, not only it's a Lambo, it's an LMP/LMP/whatever, LMDH. I never know what is the proper classification. But it's one of those cars. And man, I really like it. Man, I just cruised in this one. Like, no contest there. Jeez. There was a Speedtail, Vantage GT12, Superleggera GT12, 918 Spider GT12, and a Zagato. Lots of Aston Martin this time around. And I know what you're thinking. DBT, did you just paint your car orange again? Maybe. I can't help it. I don't know. Orange in cars, it has become one of my favorite colors. They tend to look so good in it. So, hey, it's fine. What can I say? It is not my fault that the cars look good in that way. Actually, why don't you let me know in the comments, what is your favorite color to paint a car on? Whether in this game or whatever game. Like, what is your favorite? Because, you know, I've seen people who do really like their cars in black. I still don't understand that, because to me that makes them not look nearly as good because you don't get to see the shapes. And that is why I like bright colors, but it's still, oh God, no, my... Someone will say that is karma for me besmirching or criticizing the black cars painted black. But anyway, dude, stop pushing me. Still, in bright colors, there's a lot of colors to choose. So what is your favorite? Definitely for me, it's gonna be orange, and possibly I've been enjoying yellow quite a bit as well. But I got defeated by a Dendrobium, Huracan, Superleggera, but I did beat a Nevera Time Attack, Superleggera, Huracan, and DBS. Jeez, DBS Zagato. Color me surprised that in general, I'm finding a lot less Class S cars than I was expecting. But I guess this kind of makes sense. And this is something that becomes a little bit of a false idea of security with, oh, this car performs great in these free tries, I'm gonna get it and it's gonna perform just as good. And I said that that's a false sense of security because this being a free try, a lot of people are gonna be using this and the other free tries. So there's a massive overrepresentation, for example, of this car and its equals in a season, well, where it is a free try. That is to say, in a regular non-free, or rather, in a regular season where this car is not a free try, you're not going to be finding as many of this, and thus the competition will be different. And I imagine you're going to be able to, or you're going to be finding indeed a bunch of Class S cars as you normally would. But hey, who am I to say whether or not you should go for this car? Obviously, it's always a very subjective situation. I suppose that if I was a huge Aston Martin fan, I would be like, oh my god, I want it, I need it! But I'm not that deep into it. Actually, funnily enough, it was recently announced that in Asphalt 8, they're adding an Aston Martin DBS 7-something Ultimate? 770 or something like that? I don't know. Once again, I don't know much about the brand, so is that like the ultimatest, latest, last DBS model that they're gonna do? I really don't get it. But hey, that's another first place moment! Even defeated a Dendrobium. And there it is. I had to skip a little bit of that waiting for the leaderboard. But yeah, Dendrobium, Superleggera, Huracan, GT12, Huracan, and now GT12. Now listen, I know I already said it 2 races ago, but I'm excited about the SS63 Unleashed, alright? I want you guys to tell me in the comments how many tokens do you expect me to spend in order to max star my SC63? I wonder. I'm curious. You know what? There's something to consider. I do believe that I already have it at 2 stars somehow. Like, you know, there have been blueprints given here and there and whatnot. So I have it at 2 stars already, but yeah, how many? My guess is gonna be 40,000 seems too much. Probably 35,000 should be enough for me to take it to the 5th star. Remembering that it is a 5-star, not a 6-star car, so I think that ought to help a little bit. But yeah, I'm just curious, why don't you guys guess in the comments? And if someone gets it right, you will win absolutely nothing, but at least you'll get the recognition, or you'll have the bragging rights of saying like, yes, you see, I wrote it in the last video and I was right, you were gonna need this many tokens. So it'll be interesting. Obviously, it's also gonna depend a lot on my luck with the drop on the packs, but man, I can't wait for it. I've been wanting that car for so long in this account, and finally, it's gonna happen. Alright, I got defeated by Zagato, fair enough, but I did beat an Aperta, Superleggera, 21C. What is that? Oh, it's the Kachinga, of course. 918 Spider, Zagato, and a Superleggera. Ooh, not only I already completed the max score for this series, I also got a multiplier of 100,000. Let's go! And I got a bunch of blueprints for cars. Well, the only ones that are really useful for me are going to be the Citroen GT, because I don't own the Zenvo, I don't own the key for the 935. Oh, the Virgila, that helps a little bit. Okay, that's fine. Whoa, that race just suddenly started. So for the last race on this video, which is this one, I'm gonna try to focus, see if I can do something half decent. I mean, the start already was kind of bad, but hey, we'll figure it out. Overall, man, I've been enjoying this car quite a bit. Like, comfortable to drive, fun to drive, seems pretty alright at just about anything. Again, not king at anything in particular, but seems good enough. Fun enough, and that is a car that I would like to own, but it's not a car that I'm willing to spend any resources or even money into acquiring, so it's fine. It's just another car that will not be part of my garage. It's fine. Such is the life of an Asphalt Legends Unite player that is not willing to spend a lot of money in the game. So yeah, there you go. All right, look at that. Somehow I got back into first place, and it's looking pretty convincing. Okay, here comes the wind. Here comes the always, to me, annoying wind of this freaking thing. Alright, at least this time it was somewhat in sync. It just annoys me so much when you see the airplane pass and the wind doesn't happen until later. You're like, wait, what? I don't know, it just feels unnatural. It doesn't feel right, but hey. So there you have it. This was the Aston Martin what is it? I already forgot the name again. Aston Martin DBS GT Zagato. Yeah, there you go. Very fun car, but it'll just be another one of those things that I would look from afar and be like, yep, it was fun. Well, I could drive it for a little bit. If you enjoyed this video, once again, you know what to do. Hit the like button, all of that good stuff, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.